installing the new engine guard for Colleen's ST. What drives me crazy is she went and she bought a new engine guard. So she brought it to me, and what they fail to tell you is on the ST models they have this bar that holds the turn signals in place. So in order for you to make the engine guard work, you have to buy this beautiful little thing called relocation kit, and that's how you make it work when you install the engine guard on the ST. So you have to buy this for $1,000, and then you have to buy this for $1,000. So if you're buying a new ST or a new Harley Davidson, make sure that you check your credit score before you continue to buy a new bike, because you're going to be paying out your ass for the bike and for parts.
Got him! Got him!
But let's get it installed. Now that the bike is up on a lift, we're going to install the engine guard. But to do so, we have to remove the bar and the turn signal so we can get the new engine guard on and get that installed. So basically, remove this bar here and get the turn signal off. All right, first we start off with removing all the bolts from the inner fairing, and then getting the windshield off, because we have to remove the outer fairing to get to the bolt to loosen up the bracket for the turn signal. Well, and while I'm working on this, old Shelly popping up, I can already tell it's her. And she's getting something done to her bike as well. So, rev that engine, girl. Alright guys, so now that the fairing is off, we have to remove that bolt right there in order for us to get the bracket off, so that we can install the engine guard. And easy process. It's just a little different now that you have to actually take a lot more things off just to put an engine guard on. So let's go ahead and do that. And then, if you can look here, right there's two right here, two Allen bolts that need to come out as well, right there. This is also going to be on next week's video. I'm going to be doing a digital dash on Cheyleesi Striker. It's going to probably take me a few days to figure out all the wiring and stuff, but I think that's going to look pretty freaking cool. Can't wait. there it is. It's out. We'll put this in a safe space, get the engine guard on, and go from there. Now, this bracket here, this little bracket right there, there's 2 bolts behind there that need to come off. That bracket comes out, and then the engine guard just sits flush to the down tubes. All right, and then there is 2 more, and they are right there. These 2 here. So 2 on, 2 behind there, and then 2 underneath, and we'll get those out. So the 2 bolts on top, 9/16, the Allen bolts are 1/4. And the bolts on top are 9/16. The ones on the sides here are halves, and then the Torx bits on top are T25. I'm sorry, it is a T27. There you go, bracket out. Now we'll unbox the engine guard. Now we have the beautiful relocation clamp adapter. This is the install kit. Basically, we'll get a new piece that goes to the down tube, and then we'll install the bar, and then these here will get installed for the turn signal. So there it is. So we'll reinstall the new engine mount bracket, and then we'll be able to get the crash bar on. So basically the bolts that I just removed, the 5/16 and the Allen, you reuse those bolts and put this back on. Wait, hold up. Gotta use the Permatex, baby. The lactate. I won't fully tighten them up. I'll leave them loose so that I can get the 2 Allen bolts back on top. I'm sorry, the 2 9/16 bolts back on top and tighten them down. And it sounds like the ladies are inside cracking beers and jokes. All right, so this bracket here holds the turn signal in place, and it gets connected to the new engine guard. And once it's all together, it'll basically be similar to the Road Glide, where the Road Glide has the bracket to the turn signal, and that's how you put an engine guard on these kind of bikes. So let's get the outer fairing on, get everything tightened up, and it should be ready to rock. And what I'll do is just temporarily put one of these screws in just to hold the fairing in place. Actually, what I'll do is I'll put it on each side. I'll put a bolt on each side to hold it in place, and then I'll tighten everything down, fish the wire out, and it's ready to rock.
Because it's like, it's thicker, so.
All right, so it's just about finished up. This engine guard is on now. And again, the bracket goes from the engine guard to the inner fairing, and it gets bolted to the inner fairing. And then you put the turn signals on the bracket, and that's it. But it requires the removal of the outer fairing. So it's a long process there, Kareen.
That's a lot. I didn't realize how involved that was.
But it is done.
It's beautiful.
Looks amazing now. And now we'll take it on a test ride. All right, what we're going to do now for Kareen is adjust her shifter peg. All right, so put your feet up. Wait, actually, hold on.
Kicking ahead.
Put it on. And then what I'll do is how's that feel? Higher? Lower?
This is not bad.
You can go higher, you can go lower, you can go
Try it a little lower.
a little lower.
Yeah, thank you.
It's gotta be like so many freaking teeth. I'm gonna go one by one. Try that.
Yeah, that's fine.
Better?
Yeah.
Can you get underneath this and that?
Yeah, that's fine.
That's it?
Yeah, that's good.
All right. All right, guys, let's take it for a test ride here quickly down the road just to see how it feels. Throw my feet up on it, see how it feels. and go from there. I think this is my second time riding an ST. I think the first one I've ever rode was Blockhead's Goldzilla. So this will be the second one. Now, we all know Blockhead has a lot of motor work done to his, but this one is stock. So I think it's absolutely crazy how when she purchased this motorcycle, she got a voucher. And the voucher was for $150. So she said, let me get an engine guard so that I can have a little bit of security when if I go down. And then, you know, it'll protect at least some of the motorcycle if I were to go down. Which, you know, it's a smart move, especially with it being a new bike. So she purchased the engine guard, which the engine guard was about $150. And she was very excited. So she ended up messaging me and said, hey, just got an engine guard. Can you throw it on my bike for me? I said, yeah, not a problem. So she ends up showing up to the house, and as soon as I look at it, I'm like, hold up, you can install this without a relocation kit for the turn signals, because you won't be able to put your turn signals back on because of how it's set up. So the relocation bracket cost $152 to purchase, so she ended up having to buy that as well just to install an engine guard. Now, as some of you guys may know, the older models, you know, your Road Glides, your Road Kings, and other bikes, you just buy the engine guard, 3 bolts, tighten them up, and then you have an engine guard, you're ready to rock. Well, with this bike, unfortunately, in order for you to do that, you have to buy 2 items now, which is the engine guard, and you have to buy the relocation bracket for the turn signals, which is crazy because the way they get you is, hey, we'll give you a $150 voucher, and when you buy the bike, you can utilize that to get anything you want. So she thought, hey, I can give me an engine guard, but a Harley parts book, if you buy the engine guard for this bike, you are required to purchase a relocation kit, which is another $152, which is very smart of Harley Davidson, and this is why we love them very much. But anyway, at the end of it, she absolutely loves how it looks. She loves the fact that she has an engine guard now to give her that little bit of security. But at the end of the day, it's all good. She's happy. She got her new bike, and life goes on. It also was not a 30-minute job either. It took me about an hour and a little bit of change to get the old stuff off and the new items on. But she's very excited. I'm happy for her. Oh, here we go. Tampa, baby. Let's see what we got going on here. Hopefully it's not a rider. We don't ever like going by and seeing, oh, it's the Mercedes-Benz that passed us doing 100. Yes, we got you on camera earlier. Rather than pay a speeding ticket, you can purchase yourself a brand new Harley Davidson engine guard. Oh man. Now we go back and we start tearing down Shelly's bike so we can get her new digital LED screen for the striker put on. And seeing that this bike is not mine, I'm going to go ahead and pop a U-turn here and head back to the house. As far as the bike goes, the seat's very comfortable. This seat is absolutely comfortable and stock, I believe. I think. I don't know. I didn't ask. I'll ask when I get back. But this seat is very comfortable. It feels really good. And the horsepower, considering that the cops are all back there, let's give it a little blurb. That 114 is
What? Bro, what are you talking about, man?
It wasn't that bad of a process. It is a little time consuming, but again, I'm glad she's excited. And let's get back and get Shelly's bike done. I don't know how I feel about the fairing with the little slot down the center, because she has said to me that she's been caught in the rain already and the rain just literally flies through the hole and hits her helmet. So that is a really poor design. I don't know, you know, I don't know. I've never really actually looked into these bikes. Again, I'm a big fan of the Evo and twin cams, and considering that they made that big old slot there when it's storming, obviously the rain's going to come through and hit you right in the face. So that is kind of weird. You know, on some of the road glides and street glides, I believe on their Rushmore models, they had a little flap that you can open and close. I don't know if this has that. As far as like control of the bike, it feels absolutely great, man. It feels so controllable, so easy to maneuver. I don't like the mid controls because they keep hitting my legs because I am 6'4", so it keeps stabbing my shins every time I put my legs down. So that's kind of the reason why I always do forward controls, if not floorboards. Other than that, I think the gauge on the risers was actually a cool idea. That is so cool how they have that there, along with the RPM and miles per hour, which is amazing. And I definitely love the white or the cream color with the like bronzish looking wheels. I think Colleen did a great job on this bike. I'm happy for her. Obviously, you guys know she had the Sportster in white, and now she has the ST in the cream. I would say it's cream. It doesn't look white. It's like a cream color, but it looks beautiful. Beautiful looking bike. So all in all, I like the bike. I like how it feels. I'm happy for her. Anyways, that's the end of my video. Y'all be safe. God bless. I love you. Make sure you like, comment, and subscribe, and we'll see you on the next video. Peace.
This video is also sponsored by Cowboy Cure, made with natural ingredients. It not only relieves pain and stiffness, but also helps restore skin's natural moisture and appearance. So simple to use. Identify target areas, shake it, and roll out. Cowboy Cure comes in unmedicated, 5,000 milligrams of CBD, and for a real kick, 10,000 milligrams of CBD. This formula uses more CBD than our competitors, so it relieves the pain quicker. So if you have the aches and pains, Cowboy Cure has the pain relief cure for you. CowboyCure.com. Be safe and God bless.